Hanover, Muckins.com.
Missouri could be home to the country's first horse slaughterhouse since 2006.
KOMU 8's Mila Mamitska shows us the strict divide forming among horse owners.
I mean, I've seen plenty of horses put down, plenty, and every time it leaves you with a terrible feeling.
A horse slaughterhouse in Missouri is a double-edged sword for T.C. Wagner, who cares for abandoned and starving horses.
Part of the intelligent part of me says it's probably needed because the horse market was a lot better, but the other side of me, the touchy-feely side, says I don't want to see it.
Currently, there are two options for owners of sick or elderly horses: euthanasia, which costs about $75, or shipping a horse to Canada or Mexico, where horse slaughterhouses are legal. Russell Brown shows horses professionally.
What's not good for the horses themselves is going to old Mexico, taking that trip.
Sue Wallis, a Wyoming state representative and CEO of a company called Unified Equine, wants to bring this kind of plant to western Missouri by the end of the summer.
In order for us to keep horses in our lives and in our country and our ability for our families to make a living with horses.
This is possible now because Congress approved funding last year to resume USDA inspections of horse processing plants. But attorney and horse slaughter opponent Cynthia McPherson says these funds still don't exist.
And there won't be one horse slaughtered till you get an USDA inspector there.
In order to operate, Unified Equine plans to export horse meat to countries in Europe and Asia where people eat it.
What bothers me is the thought of some European chowing down on a horse. It just really bothers me.
Leslie Edwards has owned horses for years and has an emotional connection with her animals.
But horses are not something we raise for 2 years, do not get attached to, and send down the road. We don't eat horses in America. It's just as simple as that.
But Brown, also a lifelong horse owner, disagrees.
So horses aren't a companion animal. Even the people like myself and that show horses, they're not a companion animal. There's actually a lot of work for us that goes into them, a lot of work for the horses. There's something that people enjoy doing, like fishing or golfing.
Nat Messer, a professor of equine medicine at MU, has toured processing plants in Canada. He says the plant in Missouri would have to follow strict USDA standards.
If there are no other options available, we want slaughter to be a humane way to end a horse's life.
Wallace says her plant will be humane in the way it slaughters animals.
It's all about, in the end, in my mind and in the hearts and minds of many people, it's all about horse welfare.
Despite those assurances, Wagner says those against building a slaughterhouse will continue to protest it.
Loads of horses going up and down 60. That would kill me to see that. I would hate that. We'll fight that.
Mila Mamitsa, KOMU 8 News, Mountain Grove.
And we'll have more tonight on KOMU 8 News at 10, including a look at the economic impact of a horse slaughterhouse in Missouri, what it means for horse owners as well as landowners and taxpayers.
Well, she's diving right in. Next in sports, Mizzou diver